Hello everyone! Today we're going to do DIY embroidery spirit caps. So to start this project with the cutest backdrop ever, I have a plain white cap, I have a yarn needle, I have some embroidery floss in the colors I'd like, and these stencils in the letters that I want to put on the hat. Next, I just taped the stencils where I want them, and I'm going to trace around them so that I can leave a mark. I've also seen people draw their patterns on tissue paper and tape that to whatever they're trying to embroider on, and they will actually go around with the paper still attached and sew around and then just rip the paper off after they've completed it, but I've opted to use this method instead. Next, you're going to want to thread your needle. I picked a yarn needle because it's big enough to hold this larger thread, and I also doubled it over so that it'll cover more area with one pass. So with the loop at the end, I'm going to take my needle and thread it through. There is no way I'm showing you all the struggles I went through to get that to happen. But I will take the loop and pull the ends through the loop to tie it onto the needle. On the inside you can see that there's this sort of mesh fabric type thing happening inside. I tried sewing around it, or like with it I suppose, and it was incredibly difficult, especially when you were going back in and you couldn't strategically poke it through the little squares, so I just cut this out. I'm going to do it on the other side as well. Also, another reason that I like this method that I'm using here, the trace it out method, is because you can actually see the lines if you hold it up to the light on this light hat. I realized pretty soon after almost completing that that I really didn't like the shade of green. It didn't quite fit the one I was looking for, so I ended up taking a fabric marker in a color that I liked, and I just had these around and coloring in the backdrop that it colored over the yarn just fine. Here I have the O completely finished. I think it turned out pretty great. So I'm going to start from the outside and work in. I'm going to start at the very top corner, and I'm going to punch a hole into that corner with the needle. So I pulled that all the way through, and now we're going to flip the hat over. The hole is all the way on the side, and then you're going to poke another hole right here on the opposite corner. Now we're going to flip it back up to the other side. And I'm going to keep going in a continuous line all the way across. So I'm going to poke my next hole right here on the next portion. So basically, by the time we finish this entire center section is going to be filled in just like it is over here in the O. Once you've gone all the way across the top, you're going to poke a hole, the next hole as close as possible on the same side that you're working with, and then work backward the same way. Once you finish up, you're going to want to cut the rest of the string up and tie the two sides together into a knot flush against it and cut off the little ends. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.